गुड मॉर्निंग गाइस, वेलकम टू वाई वॉइस। चलिए आज के एडिटोरियल को देखेंगे। उसके पहले दिस इज आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल। इफ यू वांट यू कैन ज्वाइन इट। ओके, वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग डेली न्यूज़पेपर analysis. Okay, and secondly I'll be providing you editorial notes as well from today onwards. Okay, so this is the editorial which we have covered today. So if you want, I'll just post this notes in our telegram channel. You can easily download it. Okay, चलिए आज का न्यूज़पेपर देखते हैं। ठीक है, सबसे पहले we'll start with headlines. Okay, so in this page if you can see, not much is there. Okay, one thing is like removing online betting ads, center tells TV channels, news website, not that important. Okay, कोई भी factual takeaway नहीं है यहाँ से। पहली न्यूज जो है, it's regarding a Swedish scientist named Svante Pavo. Okay, he got the Nobel Prize in medicine. Why he got? Because he has understood about he has worked about the human evolution. How he has done that? He has read the genome sequencing of hominins and he has related it with Homo sapiens genome. Okay, so there are two hominins, that is Neanderthals and Denisovans. Okay, he has done the genome sequencing of that and it has hand compared it with humans. Okay, so I'll show you what is hominin. A primate of a taxonomic tribe which comprises those species regarded as humans, directly ancestral to humans or very closely related to humans. Okay, they are not Homo sapiens, they are like humans. So see, Neanderthals, they are almost looking like humans. Okay, then Denisovans, okay, they are also like looking like humans only. Okay, so he has done the genome sequencing and he has proved that we had hominins marriage, you can say. Okay, because of that our genes have evolved and our resistance to fight immunity has been improved because of that. Because of that he got this Nobel Prize. Okay, चलिए अब next news देखेंगे. So I have discussed all these things. Most probably it will be covered in tomorrow's editorial. There will again cover it in depth. Okay. Then another news is we have inducted light combat helicopters in 143 helicopter unit Dhanush. This helicopter has twin engines and is the only helicopter in the world with a capability to land at takeoff at an altitude of 5,000 meters with considerable load of weapons and fuel, significantly augmenting the firepower of Indian Air Force. Okay, it has been made by HAL and it has anti-tank guided missile Dhruvastra and air-to-air missile Mistral 2 of MBDA. Okay, then one more news is here that Yun Qing Tang backs Sasastra Ramanujan Prize 2022 for her contribution in maths. Okay, Yun Qing Tang is the assistant professor with University of California, Berkeley, USA. This much is important. Okay, चलिए next news देखते हैं. Okay, so I'll start with the editorial, okay, which I have not covered in the notes, that I'll tell you first. See, this article we have covered multiple times, that medical termination of pregnancy, Supreme Court has ruled that whether married or not, each woman has a right to abort child up to 24 weeks. Earlier, what medical termination of pregnancy act says, that up to 20 weeks any woman can abort child, but from 20 to 24 weeks only married women have a right, or those who came from a stress situation like rape or some kind of assault. Okay, so that has been changed by Supreme Court hearing. So here Anubha Rastogi has given 5 points out of that hearing. So first what she says, that Indian Penal Code criminalizes. See, abortion is a criminal offense in India, but there is an exemption in the name of medical termination of pregnancy. Okay, so this has been discussed. Second, what she says, that the distinction between a married and an unmarried woman is not constitutional. Third, Supreme Court has discussed about marital rape. Fourth, it talks about case of adolescent girls where it is mandatory that reporting to the police before abortion as per the POSCO Act. Okay, Then fifth, what it talks about? It talks about extra legal requirements brought by the medical practitioners. Okay, that much is important in this article. Chaliye guys, first article is every drop counts. The infrastructure created as part of Jal Jeevan mission must be long lasting. So कल हमने पढ़ा था कि एक रिपोर्ट आई which says that 62% of the households are rural households are covered. तो ये न्यूज उसी के रिगार्डिंग है. चलिए नोट्स देख लेते हैं. Okay. Every drops count. So Jal Jeevan Mission, when it came 2019, it is under Jal Shakti Ministry, Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. What is it saying? Ensure piped water to every rural household. Okay, by 2024. What is piped water? Ensuring piped water, that is 55 liters per day per person. What government is claiming presently, that 10.2 crore rural households got connection, and that is 53%. Okay, out of 100%, those who are eligible, 53% got it, and this is 30%, 37% more than what it was when the scheme was started in 2019. Okay, now the audit done by private firm. What are the takeaways from that audit? What audit says is 62% of the households are covered. Government said that 53% are covered. It says 62% are covered. But the issue is it has surveyed only 3% of rural households. So margin of error is high. Then it talks about wide disparity. What wide disparity? Where Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Goa and Pondicherry had more than 80% coverage. Rajasthan, Kerala, Manipur, Tripura, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Mizoram and Sikkim are having less than 50%. Means this 53% is there, less than that even. Okay. Then it talks about 75% of the households which are covered, they are getting water every day, whereas 8% get once a week. Okay. And on an average, 3 hours per day households are getting water. Then 93% of the sample tested got chlorine contamination. We have in length discussed what is chlorine contamination. You can read from there. Okay. चलिए next है love and loss. अब ये love and loss we have skipped yesterday. I knew that will come in editorial. It's about the stampede happened in Tanjura Khan Stadium, where it is in East Java, Indonesia. Okay. So what is the takeaway out of that? See, what has happened there is, like after the match, spectators started fighting among each other. So to prevent that, police actually overreacted and used tear gas. Because of that, crowd rushed towards the gates. Okay, and during that time, gates were closed. So that resulted in asphyxiation and almost 125 like spectators died because of that. Now what FIFA says? FIFA guideline of stadium safety says no firearms or crowd control shall be carried out or used by police or stewards. Why it says like that? See, police are these kinds of crowd control measures are meant for a riot situation where safety of public is not the major concern. Okay, they can run away. Here, possibility of running is not there. Okay, similar stances they have given example, like in Jan 2022 there was in Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon where 8 people died. Then in 2012 in Egypt port side 74 spectators died. In 1989 97 Liverpool supporters died in England. Okay, so after that the last article, this is one of the most important article of today's newspaper. With the rupee under pressure, what next? So we'll read this. Okay. With the rupee under pressure, what next? So what it talks about current situation. So rupee has depreciated by more than 10% in 1 year, and because of that our forex reserves have depleted by more than 100 billion. What is the reason for it? See, first reason is increasing current account deficit. Why current account deficit is increasing? Because oil prices are increasing. Why oil prices are increasing? Because of Russia-Ukraine war. Then second reason is capital outflow. Why capital is going out of India? Main reason is because US Fed is increasing the rates. Because of rate hikes, investors are finding it comfortable to park their money in US itself. Okay. Then it talks about current situation vis-a-vis 2013 US tapering. US tapering, what was that? US was infusing money in the market. Okay, that was US tapering. Read about it on your own. Okay, so if we'll compare both the situation, that time also it was India was about to crash. Okay, but how present situation is not that grave. Okay, see, current forex reserves or forex rates are being monitored very closely. First thing. Second thing is, during that time, year on a year, fiscal deficit and current account deficits are high comparative to present situation. Okay, and now we have a huge chunk of forex reserve, which gives us confidence. No, we are better footed this time than 2013 US tapering situation. Okay, and now how situation is improving comparative to last 6 months. So first thing is, rupee depreciation pressure has been decreased compared to last 6 months. Okay, then oil prices, that increase in oil prices has stagnated and now it is reducing. It reached up to $100 per barrel. Now it came down to $88 per barrel. Now trade deficit is also decreasing and capital flow, which was going out of India, has been stabilized. It's not like with the same pace it is going out. Okay, now writer talks about twin deficit. What are that twin deficit which have the risk on India? First is current account deficit. Why we are talking about current account deficit? Because it is a broader measure to look about towards the global trade, comparative trade deficit, because it considered invisibles also, invisibles like services, like trade and tourism. Okay, so what a writer says that it is expected that current account deficit for India will be around 3% of the GDP, whereas RBI targets 2.5% at safe limit. Then he says that we can withstand that 1 year hike in the current account deficit, but considering the present situation where US will continue to increase the rates until inflation comes to a normal level. Secondly, at this point there is no sign of Russia-Ukraine war end. Okay, so these are the reasons why this situation is grave, because if it will keep on increasing current account deficit, that will become an issue for us. Second, it talks about fiscal deficit. Okay, so why fiscal deficit we are talking about? Because combined fiscal deficit of center and state is more than 10%. Okay, and it talks about the 1991 payment crisis and near crisis because of US tapering in 2013 were the result of this fiscal deficit and its spillover over other sectors. Okay, then it talks about forex ratio. So how to measure the adequacy of our forex reserves? That can be done on the basis of ratio of GDP. Okay, so first thing it talks about, in March 2022 we had a ratio of 21% to the GDP of financial year 2022. Okay, this has been reduced to 17% at present compared to GDP of financial year 2023, which is expected. Okay, then it talks about during that 2013 US tapering time, near crisis situation, we had a ratio of less than 15%. Okay, and then it talks about, see, it's not only about how much forex reserves we have. It totally depends. The market sentiment depends upon the rate of depletion. Okay, so we have to prevent that rate of depletion. Then it talks about that recession is truth. Whether it will come today or tomorrow, it will be a reality in near future in US and European market. How it will impact India? See, the exports are already quite stagnant because of the situation in US and Europe. It will be hit further. Okay, if recession will come, export will hit. Okay, but with that recession, oil prices will come down and global condition will ease. Okay, so this will give a leeway for the country. Okay, after that talks about RBI's initiative in actually because of this Ukraine-Russia war, what India has done that it has allowed its exporters or importers to buy and sell commodities in rupee. So it was opened because so that Indians can buy or sell products to Russia. Okay, so if that happens, it can save, if we are able to have trade with the Russian rupee, it will save $4 billion per month, and in comparison to India's bill trade deficit of 20 to 25 billion, that is a huge amount. Okay, then it talks about to prevent the fall of rupee, RBI sells dollar in the market. So it should not try to maintain the level of rupee comparative to dollar. It should engineer the trajectory of the fall. See, fall is inevitable. Dollar will strengthen with the rate hikes of US. So fall is inevitable. We can define the trajectory by rationalizing the sale of dollar in the market. Okay, and secondly, what it talks about real effective exchange rate of rupee. See, a real effective exchange rate, what it says that it values currency, Indian currency, with respect to some of the trading partner currencies. If you'll compare them, it shows that Indian currency is already overvalued and there is a huge cushion for its depreciation. So see, if that is allowed to happen, that depreciation is allowed to happen, what it will help? See, because of that, our exports will increase, then non-oil imports will decrease. Okay, that will help in reducing our current account deficit. So that's about, guys. आज के न्यूज़पेपर में इतना ही था. I'll see you tomorrow. Good day, happy learning. Please join our Telegram channel for other updates as well.